Microsoft's Surface Go is almost everything I wanted in a travel computer. Every year, I wait for Apple to announce mouse support for the iPad. Every year, I'm left unfulfilled. Apple's nailed the apps that I needed to do my job on the go, but the lack of a mouse for my workflow weighed the hell down. Tapping on my tablet's display and dragging words around is a poor substitute. As such, I'm constantly searching for a tablet that can give me what I need. Android's not an option as I cannot use Scrivener with it. Without it, my working world would implode. A few years back, I invested in a Microsoft Surface 3. Its weight was such that I could carry it around my backpack without tweaking the scarred muscle tissue in my neck. It was small enough to use it as a tablet to read a comic book or peruse the news. Did not feel awkward. But I found, even with 8 GB of RAM, that was woefully underpowered. And while it could be used with the mouse, the trackpad built into its keyboard cover was terrible. In the end, I ended up selling it and returning to my iPad. 3 years later, Microsoft released the Surface Go. While it looks like our Surface 3 doppelganger, it's a far more capable computer. I bought it a couple of weeks ago, and so far, the complaints I've got about it are pretty minor. First, for a computer, this thing is wicked light, almost 2 pounds less than my 2015 MacBook Pro. It's an easy way to get a computer and do some work. I've got my checking to see if it was still in my bag more than a few times. That's a win as far as I'm concerned. I opted for the 8 GB RAM, 128 GB SSD model. 4 GB of RAM is too damn pokey. I then increased its storage capacity by a 400 GB SanDisk Ultra micro SD card in it. There's more than enough room to stash all the documents, Dropbox and Spider Archive and photos, and right now 60 HD movies to watch when I've got nothing better to do. As a tablet, it's okay. The iPad's got the Surface Go when it comes to a touch-friendly interface and apps. But I get by with Windows 10 tablet mode, reading a web page. Chatting on Twitter or Slack and goofing on comic books feels good. The Surface Go's display, to my eye, is just as good as what you'll get from an Apple mobile device. Movies look great. Text is crisp. That's all I need. As a productivity machine for typing, editing, and a bit of photographic tinker work, the Surface Go is almost exactly what I'm after. There is enough room on its feed display to see the documents side by side without going blind in the attempt. Being able to use Microsoft Word iWriter, the desktop version of Firefox, and the other apps I rely on to do my job has increased my productivity while I'm working away from home. It's not perfect, however. If you want to have a bad day in Lightroom or Photoshop, you're going to have a bad day. Additionally, and this is more of a me problem than it is a problem with the Surface Go, Scrivener 3 for Windows, a release that will bring the features of the Win 10 version with the what Mac and iOS users currently enjoy, will not be out until the end of the year. I can live with this, provided it's only for a few months. I'm told by Scrivener's dev team that they're in beta testing with the update now. That news helped me to make the decision of whether to keep my Surface Go. I dig the Surface Go's keyboard. Yes, you have to pay for the keyboard cover separately. But that's the case when you own an iPad too. The keys have better travel and feel better than work with Apple's current crop of MacBook keyboards, but are not nearly as nice as the ones baked into my beloved Logitech EasySwitch K811. Some folks might find typing with the Surface Go to be a bit cramped. 9.7 iPad and iPad Pro keyboards. So it did not take long to get up to speed. The Surface 3 users had to contend with it makes quick, smooth work of editing text and switching between apps. Damn it, Apple. Get your pro user shit together. There's other touches that I appreciate as well. The tablet's kickstand makes it easy to set up for a multitude of angles. I love that I cannot travel without the Surface Go's wall ward and charge it via USB-C port instead. That comes with USB-C at all is a win. It means that I can charge my headphones. Smartphone, if I'm rolling out my iPhone 7 Plus, which I frequently do, and cut down on the clutter in my rucksack. It feels solid, not beefy, but surprisingly sound for its size and weight. I like Microsoft's industrial design. Their gear looks G. Ood. I have not tried to throw any games on it yet, as that's not what I bought it for. When I get around to it, I'll let you know how things pan out. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this thing. Provided I do not break it doing something stupid, I'll be using it for years to come.